welcome along to Fourever Arsenal. We're back with another episode after the FA Cup weekend. You can see that we got Kenya back in the building. No Jack. What are we going to do about this guy?
I think it's called Sometimes Arsenal.
Whenever he likes.
Yeah.
He has got a very important engagement today which he can't make it for.
Is he getting married?
Us, right? He's not getting married, not that I know, right? But big up to Jack. But we got Kenya in the building, or was that Abel?
Where's the Wagwan?
Able off the bench.
Yeah, we didn't get the Wagwan intro.
What's that? What's it?
Wagwan, my friend. Wagwan, General. We got Lee in the building, and of course we got Curtis in the building as well. And listen, thanks for joining us today. It's been the FA Cup weekend. I don't know about you guys. I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. So we're going to touch on that. But everybody good?
Yeah, good, man.
Been a good FA Cup weekend, isn't it?
No shouting today.
No shouting. Arsenal went through. Spurs done their usual and slipped up and are out.
Man United
and Man United as well. 40-game season, like, you know what I mean?
I love the Spurs one was good, yeah. But the United going out. Welbeck again. Danny, remember he scored? Remember that time where he scored the goal for us? And I love the fact that he celebrated as well. They're out again, right? These guys, right? Man United, right? Daddy Ernie, if you're out there, right? Big friend of mine, right? I'll tell you, the most deluded. I told him the other day, this United team's no good, yeah? Out to Grimsby, remember? In the first round of the Carabao Cup. Out at home. Did you see how many changes that Brighton made?
Yeah, they made loads of changes.
And United put their first team out and they're out, right? And basically, I think they said, you told me the stat this morning, like this is going to be the least amount of games they've played since.
Yeah, since the 1910s or something.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah,
40-game season.
Yeah.
They don't need to rest players, do they? Maybe the fans need to take a rest.
If I was a fan, weekends off now, man.
Fans take a rest, man.
Shopping, you got loads of shopping to do.
Flex, Mark Goldbridge, take a rest, man. Go on some holidays and stuff. Leave it alone.
The Man United content creators going to have to do neutral watch-alongs. Arsenal and City and all of that, man.
Oh my days, man. But yeah, no, it's all good. It's been a good weekend. And then Spurs, like at the game yesterday. The fans were like, they were going in on Thomas Frank.
Well, even at the
Frank Saguna,
even at the Spurs game, they were singing that as well.
Yeah.
Villa fans.
Villa fans.
By the way, and I saw you talking about him, but how good is this Morgan Rogers?
Yeah.
Hitting the Thierry Henry celebration at Tottenham as well, man. That just, what a player he is.
I'll tell you, I've got to get him. And I love it, like, you know, I like the way he got stuck in at the end, you know what I mean? Like, looking at proper game for it, like, you know what I mean? Paulinho, like, he
didn't want it with Rogers, did he?
You know what I mean? So, listen, I thought Villa, by the way, first half were outstanding. I didn't see much of the second half, but first half I thought they were outstanding. I was talking to a couple of my Spurs mates over the weekend. And what they're frustrated about is what they see with Villa, because I think he took over when they were fourth from bottom. And the turnaround to them to where they are now, to where Tottenham are, is chalk and cheese. You know what I mean? Like, you know, realistically, Spurs are spoken as a bigger club than Villa, but Villa are knocking on the door now. They're a massive club, Villa.
Yeah. And
I think that's the third time they've gone there. Beat them, knocked them out of the FA Cup twice.
Why do people speak about Spurs as a bigger club than Villa? A bigger club than
well, I think so.
Villa a bigger club than Spurs.
It's an argument, Rob. I think it's an argument.
I think Villa a bigger club than Spurs.
Well, in the last 3 years,
not
I think
just last 3 years. They're bigger. Like last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. They're a bigger club.
A big club.
They've won the European Cup. We ain't even done that.
Yeah.
They've won titles as well. Like I'd say they're a bigger club.
Well, I think it was 81 they won the league, so that's 20 years before, you know, like Tottenham won it in 61, like, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, so you'd say that they've got the hold over them on the European thing, they've got the hold over them on the Cup. Big fan base, you know.
Big fan base, all right. Spurs will get more supporters in their ground, only because they've got a new ground. But they used to have the same size of ground, and Villa used to fill theirs, Spurs used to fill theirs.
And how many Spurs players would get into the
Villa's
side?
team right now?
Not many.
Obviously Van der Ven, because he gets into everybody's team, doesn't he, Van der Ven? He's the best.
He's trying to fight their fans, isn't he, now?
Is Van der Ven better than Ezri Konsa? I'm not sure he is.
No,
I don't think he is. Edric Konsa right now is quietly one of the best defenders in the league.
Covers his deficiency.
His pace covers over 1,000 sins. I don't think he's that good.
I'll tell you what you just said there. I'm thinking, who gets into their team?
None of the players getting.
Maybe Ramiro.
Absolutely not. He's not better than Edric Konsa.
Yeah, all right, but with Konsa, maybe. Nah. I can't think of anyone else.
Nah.
They're weak at the
Who else will get in that team?
No one. It's not
you wouldn't swap Tielemans over, would you?
Tielemans is a player. Rogers, Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, Kamara, all them players.
Kamara.
Yeah.
There's not a lot, is there? Not a lot of space.
Listen, there's a good starting 11 argument with us.
Yeah.
Not Spurs. I mean, no.
Well, not one Spurs player getting Arsenal team.
No,
of course
not even like that team that played against Portsmouth yesterday. I wouldn't say. Of course, Van der Ven. Sorry, Van der Ven, you're the best player in the world. You know what I mean? We'd probably get in,
Van der Ven, man, he
Did you not see him dive in that game though? Did you not see him?
Yeah, tried to con a penalty.
He went on a great run. No, it was in the Villa game. He went on a great run. He gets into the box and he just dived to try and get a penalty.
Well, best player in the world. You can do what he likes.
But no, good to be here, man. Good to be here. And I enjoyed that game yesterday, man. I mean, I was at the game and...
It looked a good atmosphere.
Great atmosphere. You know what, right? You know, much as I didn't want it to happen, when I look back in hindsight, them scoring first made it a better game.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you go to them FA Cup games, you're playing teams that are sort of lower than you. What happens sometimes, if you sort of score first, you get a first, second goal, after that, you know, it's just sort of... Yeah, well done. I mean, you're looking for, it's just, you know. But because they scored first, and when they scored first, right, they were giving it to us. Who are you? Who are you? Like, the atmosphere was brilliant. Yeah. It was like, it turned it into a proper FA Cup game. It was pouring down with rain, swirling all over the place, windy. They had a big centre forward up front who was getting stuck in. Like, I'll tell you, right, it was a proper, no VAR.
Yeah,
which I have to say,
that's the best thing about
I enjoyed because when a goal went in,
you just knew.
You could celebrate.
Because when they scored their goals, because they're offside. But then when I saw them running back, I'm like, yo, goal.
He was onside.
You know what I mean? No, which it weren't offside, but there's no arguments, nothing. And I enjoyed the game, man. It was the atmosphere was brilliant between the banter between the two sets of fans. Good game, man.
I think. To be honest, I really enjoyed all the FA Cup games that I watched, you know what I mean? Because there was no VAR, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? You look across, the linesman's flag's up or it's not, goal, end of, you celebrate it, I enjoyed it. And there was no waiting around on goals yesterday, as soon as it was given, the referees give it, goal, you know what I mean? No arguments. I really enjoyed it, and a good performance from Arsenal yesterday. I thought there was some good solid performances there, a couple of ifs and maybes, but listen, the objective is to get through, and Mikel wanted to get through, he didn't want to draw that game, he wanted to get through, and he done it.
Sure about that?
You know what I mean? Do you know what I thought?
Positive Mikel, that was.
Didn't go for it, did
I thought the magic of the cup was back this weekend, man. Macclesfield knocking out Palace.
Wrexham.
You know what I mean? Wrexham against 6 Premier League teams out in the first round for the Premier League.
Wow.
6, Forest, Everton, Bournemouth, Man United.
Yeah, wow.
Palace. Yeah.
I mean, Liverpool play Barnsley still, but expected. But remember, they lost to Plymouth last time.
Yeah. So I just thought, I thought the weekend went well for us. You know, what I liked was 10 changes.
Loved it.
You know, Saka and Rice not coming on, Trossard and Saliba left at home, ready for the game on Wednesday, and it gave an opportunity. I was so happy to see Ethan in that starting lineup.
Yeah.
A lot of the rumours now that he's going to stay. Apparently, he's rejected moves, and I thought he.
Well, Robbie would know. You know,
no, I reported that on my transfer day.
Oh, did you? That's great.
After the Vinicius Junior.
After the Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's another thing. How come? Look, late again today. What was the reason for being late?
I was about 3 minutes late. What's up with this guy?
Late is late.
Late is late. When is late not late? Yeah. And it was more than 3 minutes.
And as I said to you, I had a lot to do this morning.
What did you have to do today?
I had a lot to do. Right, up at 5 o'clock this morning. Right, 5. Yeah, when you was asleep. Sweet, unless you're twisting on your back. Sweet dreams, right?
Hey, shut up.
Sweet dreams. Right? Up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
For what?
Right? I had to do research for Transfer Daily.
How long did that take?
Right?
3 minutes?
What's he go? I heard a rumour. Is that what you
research for Transfer Daily takes me about an hour and a half. Right? What are you laughing about?
Vinicius to Arsenal.
Bro, you have to search. You do a lot of searching, man. You do a lot of researching, right? And then I had a meeting at 7 in the morning. Yeah? Was you up at 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a meeting with some people from China, 7 in the morning, 7 a.m., right? Then I did my transfer show after that. Then I had to take back the car, the hire car that I had because my car hadn't been working properly. I had to take that back, right? Then I came out and left.
What time was you up, Kenya?
9.
9.
Well, there you go.
Usual time for me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't wake up at 9. By the way, as you say, like, I mean, I know I was having a go at you about your back, but and I know it's not politically correct, and I know it's not right, but I have to say, I was laughing. And Conor Bradley, get well soon. That was really sad that he's going to miss the rest of the season. But yesterday in the game, when one of their players went off, right, and he was getting treatment on the side, right, the fans started singing, Gabby, Gabby, push him on, Gabby, push him on. I was like...
He had a bad hamstring.
And at first I was like, that's out of order, but then it did still make me laugh. I have to admit, I weren't singing it, but it did make me laugh, right? It was...
Little giggle.
By the way, on that Gabby thing, by the way, right?
Big up to him this week.
Right, we're going to talk about Martinelli as well, right? Some Liverpool fans, yeah, and as I said, it's sad that Bradley's out because he's also going to miss Northern Ireland games as well.
Yeah, could even miss the World Cup, couldn't he?
But Martinelli didn't injure him. Let's not forget. Can we please remember that Martinelli? Look, I see AGT there. Martinelli did not injure Conor Bradley. He just did a really stupid thing, pushing him back on the pitch to what he's apologised for. I saw one of his people yesterday.
Accepted the apology.
And I saw one of his people yesterday at the game, and they were saying that he has apologised, and he means the apology as well. He would never in a million years have done that had he, you know.
Yeah.
Gary Neville coming for a lot of stick from the Arsenal fans yesterday at the game yesterday.
Well, it's disgrace what he said, by the way.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I'm a big fan of Gary Neville's as a pundit, but you know. Roy Keane will go back and have a look at some of the things that he's done, like, you know what I mean?
Well, he took out Haaland's dad deliberately.
Broke his leg.
Ended his career.
What them two have done has been totally worse than what he's done on the football field, Martin. Molyneux pushed him off. He hasn't, like, you know, some of the tackles that them two have done, like, you know what I mean? They've got to have a little think about what that's about. And also what they're saying is that you're provoking crowds and fans to...
Yeah, because Martinelli yesterday, every time he got the ball, he got booed by the Portsmouth fans. Straight away, as soon as the game started, so...
He didn't even celebrate that first goal as well.
Yeah.
Notice that.
I have to admit, I was quite damning on Martinelli last week, but when I've watched it back, I think at the moment Bradley gets injured, Martinelli's sort of looking towards the ball, isn't he? He's not looking at him, so I don't think he'd saw what really happened to him. So I just think the best thing to do is do what you did yesterday. Just play well and just move on from it.
Exactly.
Scored a good hat-trick. Should have had a fourth. That one...
How'd he miss that?
About 2 yards out. He's given Mikel a headache because I think really he rested Trossard to probably play him on Wednesday, and now Martinelli's like, I've just scored a hat-trick, mate. What are you going to do?
Could you not play him down the middle, maybe?
Well, I used to have that discussion with Kevin Campbell, God rest his soul. We used to always have that discussion, like, could Martinelli be a striker?
I think you could. Do you remember that time he did play as a striker when Aubameyang was out?
But also
Aubameyang was out, and he plays as a striker, I think, for 3 games. And I think he scored in 2 of them.
Yeah.
But also last season when we went to Anfield away, he played down the middle.
He scored, didn't
he? We moved him from the left and he scored. He played him down the middle, he scored instantly. You saw already, he actually probably does centre forward, like, he does have that movement of a centre forward, doesn't he?
Yeah. You think about, you know, people go to him because he's not that big or whatever, like, but that was the header against Bournemouth, you know, for Rice's second goal. He wins that there. Yeah, 2 headers yesterday. He actually won the header for the first goal as well, like, you know. So, like, it's something that they could look at. I thought he was good. Yeah, I'd play him on Wednesday. By the way, I've been coming out there because I have to do the predicted 11. Watch that night, you know what I mean. But anyway, give that a little plug. But I don't know what team. I'm sitting there. I've done 5 different teams.
Well, you got the striker, you got the left winger. Like of who you pick, we don't know who's going to be fit at left back.
And you got to think a little rotation possibly as well.
Because you've got Forest coming up like 3 days later. Like
I'd play him. He's just scored it.
Would you play him on the left?
I'll play him on the left. He's just scored a hat-trick. He always does well against Chelsea. He's got a good record against Chelsea as well, at Stamford Bridge as well.
Trust I'll be fresh for Forest.
Yeah, I'd play him.
And another thing, obviously, with Caicedo being out, they might play Reece James in midfield, put Gusto at right back, and I don't think he's as good as James is he defensively. So
I think they said as well Cole Palmer might potentially... Liam Rosenior said something about Cole Palmer not being 100%. So again, it's another big player for Chelsea that might not be in that game. So there's actually an opportunity to go to Stamford Bridge and try and get something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who would you play up front? That's the other one. That's a tough one. Arteta was waxing lyrical.
I'm going to say, I'll say it now, you know what I mean? Madueke plays on the right. I'm giving Saka another rest and he's then fresh for Forest.
For a semi-final, we leave Saka out.
We've got 2 legs.
And I also think I don't know about that one, I'll be honest.
They've got to attack us more, and it just leaves a little bit of pace, more pace is just like...
I think I'll go Saka from the start. I did. Madueke, he started off the game, he gave the ball away twice, man. I think, what's up with this guy? I'm like, he started off the game like he didn't understand the pace of the game, right? And these Portsmouth players, they're 100 miles an hour. That's the thing in this FA Cup here. I'm not saying he didn't take it serious, but I'm saying if you don't take it serious, as we saw with Forest, they went 2-0 down against Wrexham, messing around. We saw with Palace, 2-0 down as well. And with us, I'm not saying we didn't take it, we went 1-0 down, but Madueke at the start of the game, he's like, he weren't up to the pace. So he was getting the ball, had his back to players, and he was just sort of like, and they were just bundling through. But then once he got the pace of the game, he was brilliant.
I thought he was a mix.
It was exciting.
He was brilliant and terrible.
Yeah.
Like, he had that fullback on toast.
Yeah, he was exciting, man. I do like watching him play. He's a very exciting player. And I have to say, man, some of his deliveries on corners were exceptional.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Like, you know, he must be...
He got 2 assists.
You know, they were brilliant deliveries, you know. Him and I think Eze from the other side, they were delivering great corners. Yeah. I think for this one, I'll probably start Saka with the hope of getting him off early-ish. But certainly, and like you said, you know, another player who... Ethan played really well.
I thought he done very well.
So happy for Ethan, man.
He had a good game, and like...
He hasn't played for about, I don't know how long. I thought he was
sharp.
Very, very
so
good.
sharp.
Yeah. Looked sharp.
Man. Second half as well.
Yeah.
I was a bit unhappy when he came off, but obviously he might be a bit tired.
Yeah, I think that's probably the reason.
I thought he played really well.
Picking up the ball, running at people, his passing was good.
Some of his passing through the lines was particularly good.
And what do you think? Eze was a bit quiet.
He
didn't really grab the game, did he?
Just average. Just didn't put his stamp on the game, didn't really put his mark out there, which, to be honest, is a bit disappointing, because it's like, you know, you've not really been in favour, like, this is your opportunity to say, now I want to start against Chelsea, and you kind of look at it now like, it's between Odegaard and Ethan, really.
I'll still start him again.
You'd start Eze?
Yeah.
Would you?
On Tuesday.
I'm not against starting him for that game.
Odegaard,
even though he didn't have the greatest of games, but we know that he can be. You know what it is with him? He can be that kind of player where you don't really see him a lot in a game, and then
it's a moment.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be against starting. You know who else played good as well? Marino.
Marino's his best. That was his best game in midfield.
Yeah, it's literally about to say.
Best game in midfield.
Definitely.
I know he's playing Portsmouth, but he's still got to perform. I thought he played really well.
It was like a deep line midfield player. His passing was on point. He's Portsmouth.
Yeah.
He's
Portsmouth and that, but they were really pressing him and that, and he
remember he was playing in the 6.
Yeah.
So that's not his actual position.
No.
He played in the 6, but he held it down. I thought he was good. He swept up everything. The passes he played a really good pass into Martinelli. where he should have scored it. I think where it kind of just goes round.
That would have been a great goal.
I thought he was brilliant, to be honest. I thought if you take away, like, obviously Martinelli scores a hat-trick, so he gets man of the match, but I actually thought he was the best player by far. I thought he just was fantastic.
Yeah, I thought he done very well. Ben White was okay.
Yeah, I thought Ben White was...
He looked sharp as well.
Yeah. Put some good crosses in.
Are we going to have to go... Because let's be honest, Miles struggled yesterday.
Yeah.
Are we going to have to go Timber at left back, Ben White right back?
Yeah, definitely against Forest.
If we ain't got
definitely against Forest, I'm doing it. Definitely
what about Chelsea, though? If you've got Palmer or someone like that on the right, the way Skelly's
I'm still
playing,
resting Timber for this one.
You're resting Timber?
Yeah,
you're taking this very light, aren't you?
You're taking it a bit light.
You're going a bit...
Hold on a minute, I'm going to say, like, Ben White is a top-class player, and I think, you know...
Yeah, he's just coming back.
These minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't play Ben against Forest then. You've got like Timberlin nicely rested 100% for Forest. A couple of other players as well.
But I like what Curtis said, man. You put Timber on the left and Ben White on the right, because Miles, in the first half, man. In the second half, to be fair to him, he recovered well.
Yeah.
He started winning his battles.
Needs minutes, Rob.
Good assists for, sort of pre-assists, wasn't it, for the goal. But it was a lovely bit of quick thinking, did that quick free kick that led to the goal. Really improved in the second half. First half, he's having a hard time, man. They were almost like targeted.
They did.
Ball was coming over that side. A couple of times he misjudged the bounce of it. Like, yeah, he had a bit of a dodgy first half, man. And had that have been... You know, if that's Chelsea, Neto or one of the,
or
real quick guys.
I do believe it's down to minutes because, like, this is a guy that went to
but then
Real
you just
Madrid.
said Ethan played really well, and he's hardly played.
I think.
but different
players.
Different player.
I think Skelly might have come to the end of the left back situation. I think now you might need to put him back into midfield because ultimately he's a midfielder. Who did a job at left back, but now you've got Nkapie, Calafiori. There might be too much traffic for him.
Calafiori might be fit, mightn't he? If Calafiori's fit, where'd you play him?
Not in that game. Although I leave him
been out for a little while,
Forest.
hasn't he? Yeah, maybe so.
But Miles struggled a bit. He struggled a bit in that game. He struggled in the past couple of games, didn't he? And that's why you get a little bit...
Football's funny though, isn't it?
Yeah,
6 months ago, he was in the England team, man of the match against Madrid, new contract.
So what's the drop-off then?
Well, I just think it's the not playing. I think sometimes players have to play every week. Since pre-season, he hasn't really been in favour, has he? And I think some players just don't do well just popping in and out the team. And
before he came into the team, he hadn't played at all.
You know. A little bit of confidence as well. It's like, you know, you're the left back at the team. You get left out, Calafiori comes in and does exceptionally well. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, like, you're left out because Nkapie comes in. So I think that maybe his confidence has just been knocked a little bit. Like, you know, he's only young as well. Like, where Ethan's still playing in the same position. You know, I thought with Ethan like yesterday, it was like I'm in here. I'm going to prove you. I'm going to make a statement sort of performance yesterday. I thought he done really, really well in there.
Yeah.
I think that has to be complimented how well he done.
Yeah,
attitude-wise and everything.
Brilliant. I mean, as I said, I would not be unhappy if I saw him starting against Chelsea.
He played a different role as well. He wasn't playing like as a 10. He was a sort of 8, wasn't he? I thought some of his passing was really, really
He's got that speed, hasn't he, to drive through midfield. He just takes people out.
Just a little reminder how good he was yesterday.
Yeah.
Which sometimes we lack that, driving through midfield. You know what I mean? That, you know,
Only Rice really does that.
Sorry?
Only Declan Rice really does that.
Yeah. You know, so I liked I liked him. I liked his performance yesterday, man. It was really good. It was exciting.
Yeah.
As I said, there was some exciting play out there. I liked Madueke, even though like it was a bit like you said, but I just liked the way he just picks the ball up and he's just direct.
So how many players from that game yesterday are going to start then?
Gabriel will start, won't he?
That's a hard one.
Yeah,
You've done well there.
That's not nice and easy.
Did you get up early and do your research on that?
I was up before 5 o'clock during that one.
You're wicked, man.
I was going to say, what do you guys think? Because
Kepa, I think, will play.
We had this argument before about
Would you?
goalkeeper. Who do you start, Kepa or Wright? It is a semi-final at the end of the day.
Kepa.
Yeah, I would, but that first goal, I've looked at it a few times, really, like, come on.
He kind of parries it back in.
Bombed it out into the danger area.
He played better, he done it in the second half and he did get it away and he made a cut. But is that because he ain't played for a little while or he just done it?
I thought Noni should have stopped the cross as well. He got done very easy, didn't he, for it? But like you said...
Kepa goes in goal for me.
I think, because when are you going to play him?
No, he plays for me.
I'd play Kepa,
I thought he did all right yesterday, you know what I mean?
You'd play Raya, wouldn't you?
It is a semi-final, though.
Yeah, me and her have been arguing about it. She's been saying Raya should come in, but...
It is a semi-final.
That'd be harsh.
Well, yeah, I
it
think
would be harsh, but...
I understand what Kenya's saying, but I think maybe there's an agreement. There's a sort of agreement now with goalkeepers, isn't there? They play like...
Plus, as well, to me, it ain't like last year when it'd been like Neto.
Yeah.
Where we would have been saying, nah, man, semi-final.
Right.
I think Kepa's a very good keeper. And he's a very experienced keeper.
Still the most expensive goalkeeper
in the world.
Yeah, I mean, he's our backup. I think, I'd give Kepa the game, man. I think
he should play. He plays those FA Cups.
Really.
Yeah,
I agree.
Give him FA Cup and Carabao.
And the final if we get there.
Yeah.
I
think.
I don't know if I agree with that. You always play your best team in a final. Always.
Not always, because remember I was saying to you that, like, when, say, City, for instance, they played in the final, they played...
Ortega.
Yeah.
I think it's an agreement, Kenny. I think they're saying that...
I think he will play anyway. I think he would have been promised that.
If we were to go on, if we were to win it, he'd still get a medal, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but you want to play in it. It's not just about the medal.
Yeah, he would have played. So essentially, he would have played almost every game except from one.
No one remembers them earlier rounds, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't remember them ones.
You could be out there.
Plus, Kepa's good at penalties, man. Really good at saving penalties. Well, in fact, he was diving out the way in the match. I was thinking about pre-season.
Still got it done, though.
He got one saved, though.
Yeah, only saved one. That was enough.
Got the job done.
Yeah, true same.
I'll play him.
I'm not against it. I'm just asking.
You are against it.
I'm not against it.
You said to me last week
I'm just saying,
comes back in.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if it was me personally, I want to see my strongest goalkeeper in. Especially if you're going to make changes. Especially if you're going to make changes, maybe potentially in your back line or something like that. Maybe you want to go with the guy that you trust the most. That's just my personal opinion.
I think Kepa will play. Like you said, I think when they signed him, he would have said, "Look, you'll have the domestic
I think that's the reason.
Havertz was back.
Brilliant. No, come on, that lovely little pass he done.
It was a good pass.
You guys are starving, fam.
I ain't seen Gyökeres do
that.
Mate, I saw you in... Maybe I was in front around the corner.
King Kai!
Oh.
No,
it was a positive.
I have to say, we criticise the medical staff when things are not going well and all that, but like that's Jesus that's come back from a long-term injury and looked as sharp as a razor since he's come back. And Kai Havertz looked sharp when he come on there, so they're doing something right there.
Well, we only saw him for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
20.
Is that how long it was?
Yeah, about 20, about 19 minutes. I can't everything. Thought he done all right.
When he come on, right, because I ain't seen him for ages, he looked like he's grown about another 2 inches.
He's very tall.
I was like, was Havertz this big? Like, he's a unit, man.
Arsenal fans were unique, innit? Like, we spent 2 years saying, replace this guy, please, buy a striker, Ollie Watkins, Gyökeres, whoever. Now he's the Lord and Saviour coming back from it. Oh, Havertz is back.
Not everybody.
But you're a Havertz fan.
Listen, the reason that everybody's saying it is because no one's done the business. Like Gyökeres has not done the business there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Gyökeres was banging in goals, this wouldn't be, like the King Kai saviour wouldn't be the sort of thing, like, you know.
So would you start him against?
No.
So who do you play striker?
Gyökeres. I'm playing Gyökeres on.
Okay.
I think you need to ease Kai Havertz in this. I think it'd be a bit negligent to be like, yeah, we're just going to throw you in against Chelsea, which is a very physical team at the end of the day. So, if anything, maybe he can get a few minutes at the end, but it's probably you probably have to either start Gabby or you have to start Gyökeres.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Next 2 games, Havertz getting as many minutes as he possibly can within the context of the games, and then he starts at Inter Milan.
Yeah, Gabby, Jesus didn't really put forward a strong case to be starting himself, did he? He was okay. He weren't bad, but he was.
It's when everybody starts, Rob. Like, you know what I mean? Jesus has looked really dangerous when he's been a substitute, but in that game there, he didn't look, apart from the pass.
Great ball.
Great pass, by the way, like for Martinelli's second goal.
Yeah.
But
That was his only positive action, really.
He hasn't, when he started games, he doesn't look like...
Said it for a few weeks, that.
What is going on?
Yeah.
I'm getting criticised for it. I said, listen, the guy's doing well, coming off the bench, impacting games. Leave him doing that for the time being. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I've said to Jack a few times on this show. It's different when you come on 20 minutes, everyone's knackered, game's opened up, you're leading. It's a different game to when you started a game, like, it's a lot more harder, you know what I mean? So I think he's been doing a great job. And plus as well, he's coming back off of a big injury as well.
You
like,
want to ease him in,
massive injury.
I think if we're being honest, like, the striker solution long term might not even be at the club. Like, we might need to go back into the market.
Again.
Because Jesus, we've been here before with Jesus. He has a purple patch, looks good, then the goals dry up and he's had big injuries. Havertz is the same.
Yeah.
If Gyökeres ain't the answer, I mean, they're talking about Havertz's new contract. You see that report?
Yeah, good, isn't it?
No, it's not good.
I'll tell you what we did yesterday. There was a couple of things. I think it was from the Martinelli one that hit the post. He does a lovely little drop of the shoulder in midfield, gets it out to Ben White, and Ben White puts it across. He does make things happen, Jesus.
No, I like it.
Yeah, he does.
He does create.
But is that where you want your striker, in midfield? That's the problem.
That is the problem. Like we got, it's the way that he plays. There was another one when the ball comes short, he flicks it, and we're on. We seem to be a little bit more fluent with him in the side, like. But he ain't going to get the goals of a 20-goal striker. That's the thing. But some of his touches and play in and around the box were fantastic yesterday. But I agree. He's never. Did he look like scoring yesterday?
No, not at all.
He didn't. No, that's the problem.
But you are right. You are right. Sometimes he does have some. I mean, I really like him as a player, but I still think off the bench.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest.
So it's going to be...
Give him the Trossard arc.
Wednesday, it's going to be really interesting to see what he does team-wise. I'm interested in you guys. Maybe not you, Leek. I know you've got a show coming out where you're doing your 11. But everybody else, like what are you thinking for... How strong do you go? Do you just go strong, boom, like we need to semi-final? Do you rotate? You know what I mean? Forest would have had a week off.
Yeah.
By the way, I think it's good that they lost because they'll be a bit stung by that. But they've had a week off. They actually played on Friday.
Yeah,
so they've had a long time off to...
We've only got 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I always say, if you haven't won a trophy for years, you then can't start going, well, I don't mind it. No, you've got to... I think we need to win the Carabao Cup. I think that could help us win one of the big ones at the end of the season, to get over the line, go to Wembley. I would rotate slightly, but this would be very close to a strong, like a full-strength team for me. Yeah. I think Forest at the weekend, you can beat them with 1 or 2 changes if a Timber needs a break for a Ben White, or a Chelsea is a tougher game.
Forest is never easy, though.
It's never easy, but Chelsea at the Bridge is a tougher game than Forest at the City Ground, you know, and I think winning breeds confidence. You beat Chelsea at the Bridge, you're flying into that second leg. You're going, all right, we're going to beat Forest at the weekend. And we've got 2 Champions League games coming up where we're practically through. Yeah. You got that Kairat at home. I think you can make loads of changes for that. Even Inter, I'd make a few changes for that.
Yeah, so would I.
So I think you've got to go. Like, I'd be playing Saka, I'd be playing whatever you can, Zubimendi, Rice. It'd be close to full strength for me.
Yeah, I do actually agree with that. I think you can make a few changes here and there, but not wholesale. Like, I don't even think Chelsea will make a lot of like wholesale changes, if I'm being honest. I think they'll even play quite a strong team. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like, I think Martinelli should start. You can't drop someone that scored a hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? I think if you said Madueke starts, I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with that, to be honest. But I still want to see a strong midfielder. I want to see Declan Rice. I want to see Zubimendi. I want to see Odegaard. That's what my personal opinion is. You also don't want to go into a second leg like how we did last year against Newcastle, saying, oh, we actually have to win this because we're 1 or 2 down. Like, you want to go there, at the very least, you leave with a draw, but at the positive, you go there and you win. Then you can reassess maybe potentially what happens in your next semi-final. It's a semi-final at the end of the day. Like, you're 1 step away from a final if you win it. So you should take it. I agree with everything Curtis said. You've got to take it serious, man.
Are Chelsea in a good, strong position? Are they vulnerable? That's how I look at it. Are they vulnerable? Can you take them out in one game? Or is it going to be right down there strong and all that? Let's do it over 2 games.
Well,
it's going to be 2 legs, I think.
I think. Listen, they're coming off the back of they went 1 away at Charlton, so very similar to us. 5-1. They're going to go. I think they'll go with their absolute strongest team.
Oh, yeah.
It's Liam Rosenior's first game in charge at home at Stamford Bridge. It's a semi-final. It's a chance for him, a bit like what Arteta did when he came in, and you win a trophy in your first season, and that buys you a lot of credit. Yeah. And when you're managing Chelsea, you could do with a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Right. Remember, a lot of fans don't really want him. Didn't really want him at Chelsea. They're very underwhelmed by him taking charge. So I see them going with the absolute strongest team he could put out.
I agree.
So I feel we do need to go. Excuse me, we do need to go pretty strong. Martinelli I'd bring in, because I think if you just scored a hat-trick, and like I said, he does well at Stamford Bridge, so that's why, for me, I'd start him in that game. I'm with you, I'll probably bring Gyökeres back in. He needs to start performing, though. And then after that, like, strongest team, like, Saliba, everybody comes back, like everyone's back in, because I do feel it's going to be a difficult game. I do feel that, there's got no Caicedo, so, let's try and take advantage of that by having a strong midfield. And let's try and see if we can get something there. You know what I mean? We saw last year, right? It's 2 things, actually, when I think about it. Last year, let's not forget that semi-final against Newcastle. Horrendous. Poor performance in the first game. We lost, was it 2-0?
Yeah, we lost 2-0.
Yeah.
And basically that was the end of, right?
Tied on.
Let's try and go and do a similar thing because we saw how difficult that was. Once we were 2-0 down after the first leg and we had to go away to Newcastle, it was done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was done. You know what I mean? So if we can try and go and win that game in the first leg effectively, where they got to come to our place
where they don't
with a mountain to climb, you know what I mean? Because and Mikel Arteta as well has not been great in some of these semi-finals, and he doesn't have a great record recently. Hasn't he? We went out in the semi-finals of the Champions League, went out in the semi-finals of the League Cup last year, Carabao Cup. Go for it, man. Go for it. It's like you said, Curtis. Go for it. The resting thing. I think. Listen, the great thing is he rested a load of players at the weekend, right? And these are players that are used to playing games every 3 days, you know what I mean? And they've had like a full rest. So, under normal circumstances, players like Saka, Rice and Saliba, Gabriel, they're used to playing Wednesday, then Saturday. So they shouldn't really need the big rest came for them at the weekend because they've been playing all these games over the Christmas period. We saw how lacklustre they were against Liverpool and that. You've had your little rest now. And like you said, I feel you could rest players for the Inter game.
Yeah, and you don't need to. The reality is we've qualified for the top 8 of the Champions League. We're already, as long as we win one of our last 2 Champions League games, we're qualified to finish in the top 2. Yeah. So the reality is, going into that game, Inter, I looked at the table, Inter actually have to beat us so they can finish in that top 8. There's more pressure on them. For us, it's more of just like, we haven't lost a game. Like, let's just try and keep that up. Do you know what I mean?
And we can rotate. And
we can rotate.
I'll tell you what, if I was looking at it yesterday, I was saying, the strength in depth impressed me yesterday because, remember, there's also no Mosquera. There's no Calafiori available to pick, no Hincapié available to pick. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you factor in those things as well, you're like, well, when they come back, that gives even more strength in depth. Yeah. Maybe if those guys are back, you can take a Mosquera I don't know what his fitness levels would be like. You know what I mean? But for me, that's a semi-final, man. Yeah. I want us to go pretty strong as possible, and then as strong as we possibly can go, and as strong as we can go against Newcastle, against Forest, and then against...
If you look at this week as a whole, and you make a great point there, Kenya, like last season when we lost to Newcastle, it's like a rescue mission in the second one. Rosenior's going to want to prove his point first game, so I think he'll go full strength, because Chelsea only really... A domestic cup is probably going to be their best opportunity. And Man City play Man United this weekend as well. I know, obviously, we're looking ahead there. So I think I think Mikel's got to say to the boys, look, these 2 games we got to go full strength.
Yeah.
When we go to Italy next week, we can pull out Saliba. You could even take Saka out for that. You can give them a little break there, and then we've got that Chirac game a couple of weeks after we can make wholesale.
Yeah.
So.
Following week,
I think
Is it following week? Yeah. So.
And think about it, right? Think about it. Sorry, Kenya. Martinelli. Say Martinelli plays this game but doesn't play Saturday and Trossard plays. Then Martinelli would play against Inter. He's been doing well in the Champions League. He's about 5-6 goals.
5
Noni in Madueke in the last Champions League game scored that great goal, confident. You know what I mean? So, not like you know, the rotation won't be bringing in duds, will they? You know, Havertz is coming back now. So, but these 2 games coming up, strong.
Yeah, I was going to say if we cast our minds back to when we played like Spurs, we played a strong team in that, then we played a strong team against Bayern, strong team against Chelsea, then we rested against Brentford. Like, we kind of just have to get through this kind of sticky period of like, right, we've got 2 tough games away that we have to win against Chelsea, against Forest. You can go into that Inter game and say to maybe some of your players, like, right, you're going to come, but you're not going to play, or you're going to play limited minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just have to persevere in this time. Like, it is what it is. Like, we just have a jam-packed month. The players will just, they just got to...
We're fortunate to have those 2 games where we can rotate, because there's other teams out there that can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
look at Man City, for example.
Yeah,
they basically had to play
their
strongest team.
Chelsea can't afford to do it. Tottenham can't afford to do it. Newcastle can't afford to do it, but we can.
Yeah.
Left back. Everybody for that game.
Depending on
for the next team.
I'm sticking with Miles.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Timber, just because of the hostile atmospheres, and if Nkapie, Calafiori aren't back, I'll put Timber left back and play Ben White right back.
Yeah, I think I might be with that at the moment. You know,
it's a really tough. I don't know, man. It's hard. I think Miles can give you a lot in midfield, though, if he plays well. It's just that he hasn't been playing well.
It'd be right kicking the old Ghoulish for him. At the end of the day, he's been like left out for Calafiori. Then he's been, you know, Nkapie's come in front of him like that, and then you're going to put Timber in front.
The sad thing is,
but Timber has played
well,
in front. Remember when we played Wolves? Timber started ahead of him at left back.
Well, I feel like there was a thing where Arteta that was his preferred backline, wasn't it? Like when Ben White was fit. So. Listen, I think he could well do it. He could well do it.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Lewis Skelly. We all are. But the reality is, when he's come in the team, he hasn't played well. And we're looking at the bigger picture. Like, there might be casualties, but we're trying to win big trophies.
That'd be my back 4 first.
Who's down the right for Chelsea? It's Neto, isn't it?
Could be Neto or Esteval. You know, them man are direct, at the bridge. Players, I'm just thinking.
And he's like, you know, last couple games was getting done a bit down against the FA Cup in the first half.
Liverpool.
And the Liverpool game with Frimpong was cooking him down there.
I thought Saliba did so well to cover him a lot in that game, having to come across. And you don't really want to have to drag your right-sided centre-back over to left-back position to cover that, because you make more space. So, yeah, maybe Timber does have to
be facing a lot of pace at Chelsea, man. Yeah. They are good down them, pacey down them wings, man.
Yeah, man.
Direct.
Got João Pedro and stuff like that. Players that, you know, can give you a lot of problems.
And then even Forest.
Hudson-Odoi. Forest, I would go with Timber at left back. But I think, you know what I mean, like, because you can either rest Ben White or rest Timber for the game against Chelsea. That's what you need also, you know. So, but, you know, we'll wait and see on that one.
Yeah.
True, see.
Big, I mean, with the Carabao Cup, how important is it for you guys?
Mate, I think it's important because of what Curtis said. Get a trophy. It takes a lot of pressure off. You know what I mean? Like, all I hear, and it's right, he ain't won nothing. 6 years, he ain't won nothing. Oh, he ain't won that. Yeah, and you turn around and go, oh, well, he's top of the league. Yeah, but he ain't won nothing. Like, you know, all of a sudden, if you can win that, I think it releases a bit of pressure valve for us, like, you know what I mean? And also it makes players then go, well, we've won something now. Yeah. Let's go and win something else.
Yeah.
I also look at it as if Man City were to get to the final against us, imagine being in a title race and beating them in a cup final. Like, psychologically.
Yeah, it does a lot for you.
Oh, you know, we've got them, we're better than them. You know, so usually I would look at the Carabao Cup and go, you know.
Do you think City will beat Newcastle?
I think they will. With the second leg being at the Etihad. You never know. Newcastle are going to go for them at home if they can beat them, but it's hard to say. But
look at Newcastle's last couple of games. They got taken to penalties by Bournemouth. They just about beat Leeds literally with the last kick of the game. Like, they've not been like as convincing. Like last season when they played us in the Carabao Cup, they were just much better. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just played really well, whereas this season have been a bit of a mixed bag.
They love this cup, though.
Yeah, they do.
They're holders, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the holders.
They're holders, yeah.
They'll be going all out to win it.
Yeah.
He rested a few players against Bournemouth as well. Like,
going all out to
Ramsdale's in
so
goal,
obviously,
saved the penalty.
Obviously, like, you know, Man City did as well, like, you know. But I think 50-50 and all ongoing. You know, I mean, we're not guaranteed of beating Chelsea, are we?
No,
and I wouldn't say like City are nailed on to beat Newcastle neither.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for you. Going to be there? Or is the back? Right,
I am. I'm going to the Chelsea game. Like,
how's the back going?
Because I get on the train. I can stand up on a train, can't I? Like, you know what I mean, on the tube, if I need.
It's only gone yet?
Huh?
It's not gone yet?
No, it's still there. Still there. Like.
It eased off, innit?
It has eased off, but like coming out of the state, I was walking up the escalator and I thought, oh, this is all right. And then I got to, and the leg gave way. I collapsed on the platform, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my days.
The referee blew the whistle. I thought it was a yellow card. And like, you know what I mean? And the fella went, oh, Lee, Joe, you all right? And I thought, oh, no.
But you didn't want to be recognised then, did you?
I said, oh, it slipped. I said, you need to get this floor somewhere. It just completely went. It's twice that's happened to me, which is a bit of a worry. It just completely went on me.
Yeah.
So I don't know why.
You wear it's because your leg?
Or something.
Yeah, it's just so, it's like...
It goes down to your knee, innit?
Yeah, it's like, at the moment, I've got no pain in it, which is really good, and I'm seeing the physio this afternoon. So I ain't got no pain, which is really good. But like, and I thought like, oh, this is all right, you know what I mean? I've walk up the stairs and then like, you know, it just buckled on me, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know it's just weak, I suppose, for like the nerves.
What's he said about the old football then?
No, he said nothing yet, like, you know what I mean? So he said I should be able to get back playing once the nerves sorted out.
He told you to hang it up?
No. I've got a new pair of boots to break in. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So,
flashy Peter again.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, it's not looking good.
Did you see his boots?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
orange.
Man. See,
the same thing you used to slag players off for, you know what I mean? We used to wear black boots.
I thought you'd be in black boots with big studs. You're wearing flashy orange boots and socks pulled up and all.
I've got like...
with the grips.
Well, like, used to wear black and white socks back in the day, black and white boots back in the day, but now I've got nice red and white ones. And I know the old grey ones with a red tick now, like, you know what I mean? Red
Rip socks?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about all this rip socks here, but if
socks are you got the holes in the back. You got all these
oxygen.
If I design them properly, I would have a pair of them. But I like the old socks that you cut here, like now, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So why do you cut them?
No, they design them like that now. You can get. Like,
yeah. Why have you got those? How do they improve your game?
Well, because then the grip sock goes like into your boot, so you don't, you know, like.
So it helps the grip, yeah.
Yeah, now the grip socks are very
brilliant.
good. They are very, very good. Like, you know.
We're hoping for, Baller League, man. What's going on? You know what I mean? Yeah.
What, you two in Baller League?
No.
Hey, Ian Wright's team won it, by the way.
Yeah,
I know, yeah. Oh, we're hoping for you to...
I want a team in that, man. Hey, Ballers League, if you're watching this, man, I want a team. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, we need
I might be a goal. Manager of it, like assistant manager or something.
Yeah, I've seen some of the players. There's a lot of young...
Sharp, innit? Yeah.
Ex-academy players playing in it.
I was lucky enough to go on the side of that on one go. Quick move, like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of them play that futsal or whatever.
Futsal,
you know what I mean? And they've got some, so like, you know, they can embarrass you with a quick little move or something, like, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, you've got to get in there and dig them and like.
We've got to get our predictions for...
Yeah.
First of all, let's have a look at, did anybody get the weekend? No. I think I went 3-1. I was close.
Oh, I went 4-0.
Did you?
You went 4-0?
You went 3. It was you was the closest at one stage.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, Jack's...
Speaking
Jack
of
went
predictions,
2-0, didn't he?
Jack sent me a message to read to you guys. So this is from Jack.
What's
Jack?
the front? Yeah, front he's got.
This is a little message for you guys. He said, so I've now missed more shows in the past week than Victor Ockers has goals in the past 11 games. So as a result, I will be deducting myself a point off the table, taking accountability, not blaming the service from my team like number 14. That was from Jack.
I like the point of deduction.
But he's sort of
backhander.
What's he like? Has he gone into court and like done his own sentence?
Thing like. Yeah, because I was thinking we should deduct him more than one.
I thought a 2-point deduction.
2-point deduction. Let's have a show of hands on it. A 2-point deduction.
2 points, mate. Come on,
I'm
Kenya.
abstaining.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's still 3 against 1 now.
3 against 1, anyway.
Right, 2 points deducted.
2 points.
2 points deducted, you know what I mean? Right, let's get our prediction. You're first then, because you represent him.
Yeah, let me hold Jack down, man. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I was going to go.
That's what I was going to go.
1-1.
Oh. Right, I'm going to go 2-2.
1-1.
Are you trying to get ahead of him?
No, we're just a long month.
It's a long month.
There'll be a game where I'll go for something a bit different.
Let's go safe all the time. You see, that's what I'm saying, you know what I mean? These are the men who go about Arteta, you know, don't take no risks. Don't take no... Everything's 1-1.
Boring.
You're going 2-2, bro. That's not much different.
No, but that's goals,
That's
isn't
not an
it?
exciting game.
Listen,
but 2-2's a lot of goals, isn't it?
I know this sounds silly. 1-1 in a cup competition over 2 legs is good. 1-1 in a league game wasn't. But, you know, like the context of you've got to look at it, like 1-1 against Nottingham Forest would be not a great result. But I think in the context of it all, if we can get them back to the Emirates, level peggings, or even, you know, listen, I'll bite your hand off what Kenya said 2-1.
Should we be going for it?
Not really. I think
it's a new manager, like
keep it
See how the game. See how the game. Yeah, you got to figure out the game. They might come out flying at us. We just got to see.
You don't even know how they're going to play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's on them.
Yeah.
It's on them to.
If we draw this game, it's a good result for us.
Yeah,
so is this a game? Is this a game then? Like just talking about that game. Is this a game where we sit a bit?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Hit
them on the break.
Honestly,
Let's do what we've done
really
against Liverpool.
Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if we to be honest.
Hey, listen, he hasn't shouted at you today, so you've done well today.
Do what we did against Liverpool, you know what I mean? Just drop off, make it difficult for them. That's what I would do, and then, you know, see if we can hit them on the break and nick a couple. Who knows? But like, I don't think we've got to go there gung-ho in this game, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's sensible.
Yeah.
But listen, the other thing is, when we've gone into the Champions League, we've been very, very positive in last season. You know, was it 7-1 we beat
PSV?
Beat Real Madrid away as well.
You know, so
I just think this will be. It's a bit different when you play an English team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sit back and they don't afford you time or space.
Yeah, and the atmosphere, the manager's going to want to prove a point.
Yeah.
I think Arteta will be careful.
Well, the other thing you say about atmosphere, it'd be better for us because like we're going to have like, is it 9,000 there?
Yeah,
we have the whole end.
Yeah.
So when they come to the Emirates, they'll have the whole end there against us. So I think it evens itself out a little bit. Like, you know, it's not the, you know, dare I say it, the loudest support Chelsea at home. Got good away support, but like when at home they're a little bit quiet. You know, so I think if the fans will play a big part in that, like, you know.
Yeah, no,
and last time went there and drew 0-0. Do you remember in the semi-final? And done them 2-1 at home.
Yeah. You know what? Off topic slightly, right? I don't know if did you guys watch the Spanish Super Cup last night with Real Madrid and Barcelona won 3-2.
Did a watch along for it, man. I was jumping around.
That basketball.
It was a good game. I know they had a watch along on DR as well. When you watch those two teams, because attacking wise, both teams brilliant. Like Lamine Yamal, Vinicius Junior scored a brilliant goal, didn't he? Like that.
Could be Arsenal's Vinicius, of course.
Let's hope so.
Well, could you imagine that? Him on the left and Saka on the right.
Oh my God.
That'd be sick.
Do you think we could beat those teams?
I think both of them defensively are all over the place. I mean, Real Madrid, I think, are dreadful. That Howson from Bournemouth hasn't really settled in. They're saying Alonso could get the sack. 4 points behind that and then lost that. Even Barcelona, I mean, Eric Garcia, who was like Man City's 5th choice centre-back playing for them.
Dani Ceballos was
I think we could beat both of them. What I will say, going forward, they are incredible to watch.
Yeah.
You know, there's some of the mean in the first half and Vinny and that. They're but Man City beat Real Madrid the other week.
Yeah, Chelsea.
You know what I mean?
Chelsea beat Barcelona comfortably.
They're very open. It's not just defensively; they're very open.
Yeah,
midfield's open. It's not like, you know. I watched the game. Jude Bellingham made about 3 like last-ditch tackles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so you can get at these teams.
I suppose the problem is if they score and go like 2-0 up, they can score 2 or 3.
But the thing is that when I was watching it, I was like, even their midfield presence wasn't strong from both teams. Like, so open. Like, you wouldn't play, for example, there's no way you'd play like a Newcastle and they're that open. Do you know what I mean? There's no way you'd play like a Chelsea and they're that open. So even if you went maybe, like, think about it, Barcelona were 2-0 up. And then within a blink of an eye, it's 2-2. So it goes to show that...
Right on half-time.
Yeah, so it goes to show that you actually can come back and beat one of these teams because defensively, they're just all over the place.
And you see an English game ending up being played in Saudi, like the Community Shield.
Yeah, we're talking about...
So a lot of the Spanish press were
They're not happy about it,
saying, how can you have a game?
Packed though, wasn't it?
I think that's going to happen in the Premier League.
If the Community Shield, like I said already, if the Community Shield was to be played abroad, like, it's not the end of the world. Because that essentially what they played last night is their version of the Community Shield. Like,
what about the Carabao Cup?
No.
Like, because that is...
It would be controversial, but I think it's just a matter of time until something like that gets played abroad. I think the issue with the Carabao Cup is that a lot of teams don't really take it seriously, don't really care as much about it. So I think sometime in the future, it's a potential that it would get played abroad.
Because you think about it, right? If it's been played in Saudi, imagine they've only gone there because the amount of money they've obviously got to... By the way, it was packed out.
Yeah.
Packed. But I could see it in the future. I've said it before. I see it in the future. Like, not FA Cup.
Yeah,
definitely
FA
not
Cup,
Premier League. No. But it'd be something like either a Carabao Cup or, maybe the Community Shield.
Because Community Shield is a one-off game.
But if Community Shield's to make money... For charities and that, right? That's what it used to be, Charity Shield. Yeah. Then you could get paid a lot more.
The only thing is the weather out there wouldn't be...
You wouldn't be able to do that in the summer, innit?
Yeah, that's the only thing where like this one is sort of like...
I think that's why
But haven't they changed that? Is it, like, would that game, Barcelona and Real Madrid, been played at the beginning?
I don't know. And remember, they had a semi-final to it as well, didn't they? They had a two-legged semi-final because Real Madrid played... Athletic.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid.
Madrid.
And then Barca
played Bilbao.
Yeah.
So was that the Copa del Rey then, was it? Or
no,
not?
that's their Super Cup, which is their Community Shield.
It's like the equivalent to
Community Shield. So it's the Cup
Shield.
winners and the league winners.
Right, okay. So like it would be like,
But it
was very competitive. It was a big deal, wasn't it? You saw how they were celebrating winning it and that. So
it was all kicking off as well.
Red card,
listen, you know what these people who run football are like.
I wouldn't be against the
Community Shield.
I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't be, but I wouldn't be totally like, right, you know what I mean? I'm blanking that sort of thing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be out there.
Sunbathing.
But like,
you get there a week before.
Hold on a minute. Come on, let's get it done, FA. Yeah,
it'd be a good trip, to be fair, wouldn't it? Saudi for Community Shield.
It would be. Yeah. The guys were asking me, before we get into comments of the day, what type of style do you play when you play football? The guys in production were asking me this the other day.
What do you mean?
What's your style of play? Because, you've been going on about attacking football, exciting football, Well, what's your No, he's midfield.
Oh, you're midfielder.
What's your style of play as a midfielder?
Mikel Merino, Rice, Zubi?
Like Steven Gerrard would sort of be my...
Gerrard?
I'm not saying I was like... I like Patrick Vieira. I'd like some... If I was manager, I'd like someone like that.
All action, box to box.
Yeah, I like someone like that in my life.
But how do you play?
Though,
No.
That's what we thought.
No, I'm asking your style of play.
Box to box when I was younger, but then I was a holding midfield player like towards the end of it.
I think we've got a clip that shows your style. Let's see. Let's see if we run that clip. It's got his style.
I've got to run a clip like that.
Watch him. Lord of mercy. I can't even commentate right now, blood. What? I watch Gaffer in the middle holding it off. Go on, Gaffer, put your foot in there, Gaffer. Go again, Gaffer. What's Ty? What's Ty? What's Ty? Watch him. Gaffer took man out. Wait, the Gaffer just broke up. Hey, he done a Xhaka tackle there, blood. Jesus Christ, fam. He's giving it in the middle, holding it off. Go on, Gaffer, put your foot in there, Gaffer. Go again, Gaffer.
You're thinking it.
What's Ty? What's Ty? What's Ty? Watch him. Gaffer took man out. Wait, the Gaffer just broke up. Hey, he done a Xhaka tackle there, blood.
Lissandro Martinez, where you're jumping into some of them tackles.
Listen, can't take no prisoners in midfield like that, mate. Like,
that's why his legs killing him now. You know what I mean? That's
why your back's finished. I mean, all them fouls.
So it's quite. You're quite an aggressive player, then, right?
Yeah, you got to be like. I like that in a game. You know what I mean? I do like it. That's why I like the. I've always players that I've liked for going back in the old days, like Graham Souness was a sort of player I really liked. You know, Eric Cantona.
People who kick people.
Yeah, like but Patrick Vieira, Gerrard, that can do it all.
That's why you like Rice now, aggressive.
Yeah,
player.
I like that. Rice is aggressive, gets his stuff. Not nasty, like, you know what I mean. Like Roy Keane was I think was never a lover because he was nasty. You know what I mean. Like I was a little bit nasty at times, but like you know, I think that I thought I always went to the line. I very rarely went over the line. Maybe one or two.
that looked over the line to me.
But that's the nature of the game. But I think you've got to be like that. I like to see my teams on the front foot. You know what I mean? Like go like trying to win games and everything like that. I like the way Arsenal play. A couple of years ago, you know, when we went on that
22-23.
Yeah, I like that aggressive and like, you know. But I think being an Arsenal fan of the Jules Graham years and all that, I've always said, like, I want a good, strong back four. And then, like, but what I'd like, if I was building a team, if I was Mikel Arteta, I'd go, right, good, solid back four, someone like Declan Rice in midfield, and then my front four or three, go and play, go and enjoy.
Would Arteta, would guys like what we saw last night, would they fit into Arteta's style of play? You know, your Lamine Yamal's.
No, I don't think they will. I think you've got to be a very, very hard-working, wide player. You know, like the Martinellis. They all do that work. You know, I mean, we'll be Trossard as well. Like, you know, they're all buying it. And I think, if I've been really honest, Eze's not quite there yet. I don't know if he trusts him or not to do that sort of side. Like the perfect player for Arteta and the way he does it is Odegaard. Whether you like him or you don't, he's the perfect.
He is Arteta.
The player that can play, but also can put the work in and shift and work and do things in there, like, you know. And I think that's what he is. I'm a little bit of like, if I've got players that can do that. You go and do your stuff and everything like that. Like, but whether that,
like an Mbappe's not expected to get back, nor is Vinny Junior, nor is that's probably why. But that affects them defensively, doesn't it?
Robert Perez wasn't when you know what I mean. But you had a Ray Parlour in there that would cover all of his sort of work and all that, like you know. So the way Arsene Wenger played, I loved, but he never really had that defensive stability towards the end of it. Like, but imagine if we had that mentality now of Wenger with that defensive stability, I think we'd be such a better team to watch as well.
I mean, I did both watch-alongs yesterday, the Arsenal one and the Classico, and I was jumping around for the Classico, and my son's going, why are you jumping around for this? You don't even support them. I'm going, I feel like we're so starved of that kind of attacking football nowadays. Everything is so structured, so systematic. When you just see Vinicius Junior, like, I'm just going to run you, I'm going to nutmeg you and just put it in the corner, and Lamine's dancing in the corner, you think. But I just don't know if Arteta likes those kind of players, because it's almost like risk and reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eze is a bit like, if you pick Eze, you know you're losing defensive work, but you're picking him because he might be able to give you that moment of magic. And I don't think Arteta likes that gamble. He likes knowing you're going to put a shift in for me.
He did, which was a surprise to me yesterday, by playing Eze and Nwaneri in there. Like, whether it's the FA Cup or whatever, there was a lot of braveness to that selection. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being really honest, I don't know how you feel about this. You know, I'd love to play for Arteta if I was a midfield player, right? If I was young, primed, and because he would. But I don't know if I would want to be if I was a young wide player or forward. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Having to get back.
I
kind of hear that.
It's not easy, is it?
It's you know.
That's why you see Mo Salah struggling this year with Liverpool, isn't it? Remember last year he said basically he was given a free rein last year. This year, what Slot's obviously wanting him to do is get back and help out as well, and he's like, no, I just want to.
I think this is like a thing of all teams though. Like you look at Man City, like Doku still gets, Erling Haaland gets back now. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe just how we play football in this country, we can't have that kind of free flowing. Like the reality is the quality of La Liga is nowhere near the quality of the Premier League. Like any team, not to say that you don't get upsets in La Liga, but you get more upsets in the Premier every week than you do in La Liga. So I feel like you kind of have to say to your wingers, right, you do have to kind of support your fullback. Like, if you're out of possession, we maybe do have to go to a 4-4-2, do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, in Barcelona and that, they don't care. Like, when they played Chelsea, for example, they went 10 men down and they were just like, yeah, we're still playing a high line. Like, you're not doing that in the Prem.
No.
Yeah. All right, let's get our comments of the day.
There was a lot of comments last week.
There's a lot of comments going for me.
Yeah.
Right? Right, let's look at Lee smiling. He had his minions out last week. What you got?
I've got like Lee, spot on. This is from Ed Buck.
Surprise.
It's not the way we have been playing all season. Did we play like that against Aston Villa? No, we did not. Thank you, Ed. Also, I've got another quick one here. Like,
he's got two in now. Look here.
I've got three. Like, Rob, please let the guys talk. Lee's crash out at 7.28 is too funny. Like, you know what I mean? So
none of them about you haven't needed to get anger management. You didn't go for none of those.
Very positive.
Very positive.
You better not let me down.
No. So Steve had said, Don Robbie came with a low block to protect Arteta from Curtis and Lee.
That's actually good.
What you got?
I actually have two comments. So one's from Cubase who says, Lee needs professional help for his anger management issues, which Lee, I was stood outside when you guys were in that episode. I was like, right, it's going crazy. And then Chiku says, Lee screaming at Robbie was the best part of the show. I love it. That's passion.
Yeah.
That was really good.
MC Highbury says, and I don't know which one of you two he's talking about, he says, this MFer said he'd rather lose and be 5 points clear instead.
That was Jack. Remember, Jack said, I'd rather we went for it and 5 points.
Yeah, well, that's so
that's the MF. You know?
No, it was you who said that,
No, it was Jack who said that.
It was Jack.
Might have to do a VAR check.
You can do a VAR check.
Get your old sandwich.
Jack the Hat.
You know what I mean?
Listen, at the end of the day, when the dust has settled on that, and we all know it was a horrible performance, but we're still 6 points.
Yeah.
Now, this week is a big week.
Yeah, this week.
Big week coming.
Do you know,
Carabao Cup and League.
Your sandwich boy sent me a little message the other day. Ryan. Looks heartering, doesn't he? Like, you know, was making his dinner. I heard he was making his Sunday dinner the other day. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's why I was at Portsmouth.
And it did confirm it. That this time last season, he put, giving it, you upset, Robbie, you know.
I wasn't upset.
That, like, he put out the league tables of this time last season and now, I can't find it now. He might put it in the Fourever one. And at this stage last season, exactly the same games, Liverpool were on 1 point less than what we are.
No, wasn't it 1 point more?
I think Arsenal were on 1 point more.
Yeah.
Did he put it in the group?
I saw that. I think we...
Ryan, put that up if you can.
Yeah.
Find it.
I did see that, though. I think it's either we're 1 point more or just 1 point... I think we might be 1 point more.
I think it was 1 point. I think it was
we're 1 point more than them.
Yeah.
Wow. And when you looked at that, I said to him, well, that, you know, makes my... cements it even more. I can see what he was trying to do, you know, like...
We got it, yeah.
It was a good thing, like, you know what I mean? So... Look at that up there. Look at the old sandwich boys put up there. Look.
Oh, that's why they asked the question. Yeah. See, you wanted to have a go at you.
Yeah.
Oh, so 1 point more.
So it's a quite.
So we're on track. But
yeah, and I understand why.
And they were 5 points ahead of us.
Yeah. So and, you know, so I understand why he was.
And do you remember the criminal act that we did at this time last year?
We didn't buy no one.
We didn't buy anyone, man.
And we was at this stage. We was 5 points.
Do you know what? You're doing Transfer Daily, right? Do you think we're actually going to buy anybody this month?
I think we could buy, but I'm not thinking it's like going to be some headline player. I'm thinking it's going to be some prospect, like who could, or a mascara type player is what I'm thinking, unless there is some sort of injury to someone. I think it'll be a sort of mascara type signing. Someone that we're not really, you know, we don't really know them that well, but they have the potential to be big.
5 o'clock in the morning, then.
No, because you never know them. But then you see, but see, the thing is about it is that you never know, because they could also say, right, you know what, let's get Mark Gay now because we might miss out on him in the summer. I think there's an element of that, an element of a couple of those signings as well that are possibilities, signings that they really want to do in the summer, but their hands might be forced where they've got to go and do them earlier before. So you never know. I wouldn't rule out Arsenal doing business this January. Certainly not.
It's so annoying when you look at that league table. Liverpool were 5 points in front of us and we give up. We actually said, like, we're lovely, like, if you know, like, Man City have not done that this season. They've lost and they've bought somebody already, like, you know what I mean? They're not looking at going, 6 points, we give it up. I was so disappointed with Arsenal last season. Not
5 points clear.
Lost to West Ham after.
It was only 5 points. It could have been.
How much did they win by in the end?
I think it was
probably about 10.
It was quite a lot.
Wasn't it 10? And it could have been more, but remember towards the end of the season, they drew
by...
Well, it'd be lovely, like, you know, we was our
10 points, they won it.
Yeah.
We was their closest rivals and we lost all our forwards and we just went...
But it just goes to show, if you can get a lead and if the pressure's on the chasing pack as well. I mean, I know pressure's on us just because we ain't done it for, you know, so long, but they can't really afford to slip up again, can they? Like, if you go 9 points below...
I think United might cause them a problem this week.
Yeah,
Old Trafford.
Do you reckon?
After yesterday.
No, but they've got strange way against... Yeah, Ahmad and Mbeumo back from Africa.
Yeah.
And they just, I don't know, I think...
Roy Keane back.
I just think, listen, Brighton outplayed them, I thought, at times. I think Man City would go there and...
You know, Man United, though, sometimes...
Yeah, they're right.
They get up for the big game.
When it's City, us, especially at home. Remember when we played them at home?
Struggle.
Yeah.
We were a bit fortunate to get that win.
Yeah.
So...
you can't rely on the likes of Man United, I don't think.
But I do think it's a tough game. Tough game for City.
Yeah.
I honestly think, if I'll be really honest with you, Arsenal have got a tougher game than City.
But away at
Nottingham Forest is tougher.
It's a tough game, but it's not tougher than going away to United. Nah, that's a tough game for
Forest
City.
are out of form as well, man. They're not playing well at the moment.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. City
Sean Dyche.
Yeah, Man City just straight past Forest.
The way that they play against us, he's got one over Arteta on many occasions.
No, but I think the difference is, though, you got Forest at the moment, the confidence ain't great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, they beat West Ham. They're very fortunate. That dodgy penalty that the West Ham keeper get, and then they've gone and lost in knocked out of the FA Cup. And I think their fans won't be too happy about that. I mean, all right, they do still have Europa League, but, you know, so... But anyway, we've come to the end of the show today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, we will be back on Thursday, right, to discuss the fallout of the Carabao Cup. Hopefully, we'll be all smiles and we'll be all happy. It's a massive game. Massive 2 games coming up. Carabao Cup game against Chelsea and then Nottingham Forest. So 2 massive games. Kenya, thank you very much for standing in today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Lee. And we will be back. Look out for us on Thursday. Don't forget, Fourever Arsenal, twice a week. Make sure you check out. Subscribe here to AFTV.